about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see.
It's been said that advice is something you ask for when you know the answer but wish you didn't. Other times we ask for advice just to confirm our own thinking. So if you do seek it out, have an open mind. Good solid advice from people whom you can trust is invaluable. The problem is that we don't always go about getting good advice the right way. The first thing to keep in mind is to be wary of asking advice of those who are next to you, metaphorically speaking. Meaning, if you work at a menial job, what do you think your coworker is going to think of your idea of going back to school? Jealousy and envy can creep into the advice, and you may not be getting the input that's in your best interest. This is because your coworker's likely justified to himself why he hasn't bettered himself, and will then explain these very same reasons to you. This doesn't mean that it's impossible to get good advice from him, but that it's not likely. Also, never ask advice from someone who has something at stake or something to lose from your decision. The more objective the person is, the greater value you should place on the input. Many people seek advice from friends and family, but these people often have an inherent interest in the outcome. This is not to suggest that they would not look out for your best interest, but first, their judgment is clouded by their emotional attachment, and second, they may impose what they would like for you without considering your wishes. The reason why we often get poor advice is that it's hard to find a person who always has our best interest at heart, isn't envious in any way, and at no level thinks he knows what's best for you. And always, always, always get a second, third, or even fourth opinion about anything that you do. From directions on the road to directions in life, get feedback from a cross-section of people. This will give you invaluable insight into what you should do. The more people you ask, the greater your perspective. Often a combination of different people's thoughts and ideas is what will work best for you. And you can access anyone's brain, even if you don't know that person well. There is no better way to get someone's time and attention than to use the phrase, "I'd like to get your advice on something." You might be surprised at the wealth of information available to you when you just ask for it the right way. PowerPoint. There are times when you don't want input from multiple people. In situations where you know that there is a right and there is a wrong, but you're just not clear on which is which. In these instances, you want a single objective person who is experienced in giving such advice. Find someone who has wisdom in the area in which you seek advice. This is someone who has demonstrated know-how and has the experience to effectively guide you. Don't make the mistake of getting a consensus from several people. Do that in matters of taste and preference where individual opinion is subjective. However, the truth, or what is best for you, is often objective, and counsel in these areas is best given by someone who is experienced. This is because when there is only one right thing to do, then you need only ask the person who knows. In addition to specific experience, you should go to someone who listens thoughtfully to what you have to say and thinks before offering advice. If he's quick to interrupt without fully hearing the situation, then he is only interested in being heard, not in being helpful. Strategy review. Listen with an open mind, not just to confirm what you want to hear. Don't ask advice from someone who may be jealous or envious of you or your ideas. Don't ask advice from someone who has any type of stake in the outcome, emotional, financial, or otherwise. Get feedback from a cross-section of people. The more opinions you get, the greater perspective you will have.